Hi guys, our lesson for today is about grades and math, quarter 1, module 4. Okay, nasa module 4 pa rin tayo ng grades and math. Ang pag-aaralan natin ngayon is inserting geometric means between terms of a geometric sequence. So yung nakaraang lesson natin sa ating module 4, pinag-aralan natin kung ano yung geometric sequence. So ngayon naman, ang gagawin natin is kung paano natin or paano tayo mag-insert ng mga geometric means sa ating geometric sequence. Ano nga ba yung geometric means? Geometric means is a term or terms in a geometric sequence. Si geometric means is ito yung mga term or terms na i-insert natin sa ating geometric sequence. Okay, so ito yung mga terms na hahanapin natin para ilalagay natin sa gitna ng ating geometric sequence. If only one geometric mean is to be inserted between two terms, all you have to do is to get the square root of the product of the two given terms. So kung isang geometric mean lang daw yung hinahanap mo para i-insert mo sa dalawang terms ng geometric sequence, ang gagawin mo is kukunin mo lang yung square root ng product ng dalawang given na terms. Okay, so paano yan siya gagawin? Meron tayong example dito. So, insert a geometric mean between 4 and 100. Okay, so meron tayong dalawang terms, tapos mag-insert lang tayo ng isang geometric mean. So, paano yun siya gagawin? Ang sabi doon is, kukunin natin ang square root ng product ng ating dalawang terms. So, si geometric means is equal to square root of 4 multiplied by 100. Okay, so i-multiply natin si 4 at 100, magiging 400. So, ang geometric mean natin, 400, ano yung square root ni 400? Positive and negative 20. So, therefore, the geometric mean between 4 and 100 is positive or negative 20. So, the sequence can be written as 4, 20 kapag positive 20, 100. Or 4, negative 20, and, bakit may 0? Negative 20 and 100. Okay, so ito na yung sequence natin. Paano naman kung dalawang geometric mean yung hinahanap or more? To insert geometric means or more than one na mean, na geometric mean between terms of a geometric sequence, we use the rule. Ano yung rule natin? Ang rule na ginagamit natin is n term is equal to first term multiplied by the common ratio raised to the number of terms minus 1. Okay, so kapag marami, dalawa or marami ng geometric means ang hinahanap, ito yung gagamitin natin na rule. Okay, so hindi ito na i-multiply natin at kukunin ang kanyang square root. Meron tayong example dito. So, insert geometric means between 28 and 448. So, ang hahanapin natin is tatlong terms na i-insert natin sa ating sequence. Okay, so ang unang gagawin natin is isulat muna natin ang ating given. So, ang given natin is ang ating first term is positive 28. Ano pa yung given natin? Last term. So, ang last term natin pang ilang term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, fifth term natin is 448. Alam naman natin na para makapag-solve tayo gamit ang ating general rule, hahanapin muna natin ang ating common ratio. Okay, so hahanapin natin ang common ratio. Ang common ratio natin is second term divided by the first term. Pero wala tayong second term. So ano yung gagawin natin? Gagamitin pa rin natin ang ating general rule na n term is equal to first term multiplied by the common ratio raised to the number of terms minus 1. Okay, so ito na formula pa rin ang gagamitin natin. So, n term, ilang number of terms meron tayo? 5. So, fifth term is equal to first term natin, 28, multiplied by the common ratio. So, r lang ilagay natin kasi wala pa tayong common ratio. Since si common ratio ang hinahanap natin. And then, raised to the number of terms, ilang number of terms? 5 minus 1. Okay, so ang fifth term natin is 448. Then 28 multiplied by the common ratio, 5 minus 1 is 4. So 448 is equal to 28 r raised to the fourth power. And then 448 is equal to 28 r raised to the 4th power. So, i-divide natin both sides ng 28 para si r raised to the 4th power na lang yung maiwan. Cancel. So, r raised to the 4th power is equal to 448 divided by 28. Ano yung sagot? Is equal to 16. Okay, so ngayon, kukunin natin ang 4th root. I-divide natin both sides sa 4th root or kukunin natin ang 4th root nilang dalawa para si common ratio na lang yung maiwan or si r na lang yung maiwan. Okay, so cancel tayo dito. So si common ratio or si r na lang yung naiwan. Ano yung 4th root ni 16? Positive and negative 2. Okay? So therefore, ang ating common ratio is positive 2 or negative 2. Bakit 2? Kasi si 2 kapag ang 4th root ni 16 is 2 kasi kapag i-multiply mo siya 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Okay, so meron na tayong common ratio. So ngayon, pwede na nating hanapin ang ating second, third, and fourth term. Ngayon, hanapin na natin si second term. So second term, gamit ang ating formula na n term is equal to first term multiplied by the common ratio raised to the number of terms minus 1. Okay, so ang term na hinahanap natin is second term. Ang first term natin is 28 multiplied by the common ratio. Positive 2 yung gagamitin natin. Raised to the number of terms is 2 minus 1. So, ang second term is equal to 28. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay? So, 28. 2 raised to the power of 1 is 2. And then second term is equal to 28 times 2 is 56. So, ang ating second term is 56. Okay? So, isulat natin dito, ang second term natin is 56. Now, si third term naman yung hahanapin natin. So, third term, gamit pa rin ang ating general formula na n term. So, third term yung hinahanap. First term is 28 multiplied by the common ratio na positive 2 raised to the number of terms 3 kasi si third term yung hinahanap minus 1. So, third term, kita pa ba sa baba? Okay, so 28, 2, 3 minus 1 is 2. Third term is equal to, oh no, 28, 2 raised to the power of 2, that means 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So, dito tayo, third term is equal to 28 times 4 is equal to 112. So, therefore, ang ating third term is 112. Okay? So, isulat natin si 112 dito. So, ngayon naman si fourth term. So, fourth term. Okay? So, again, general formula natin. So, fourth term. And then, first term is 28 multiplied by the common ratio, positive 2, raised to the number of terms. So, 4 minus 1. So, fourth term is equal to 28. 2, 4 minus 1 is 3. And then fourth term is 28. So 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So fourth term is equal to 28 times 8 is equal to 224. Okay, so ito na yung fourth term natin, 224. Kung ang gagamitin nating common ratio is positive 2, so ang sequence natin is 28, 56, 112, 224, and 448. So therefore, the geometric means between 28 and 448 rather, are 56, 112, and 224. Kung si negative naman yung gagamitin natin, si negative 2, so ang magiging sequence natin is ganito. So, 28, negative 56, positive 112, negative 224, and 448. Okay. So, magiging negative si 56 at si 224. Bakit magiging negative 56 kapag negative 2 yung ginamit natin? Kasi dito sa ating second term, kapag negative 2 ito, so negative 2 raised to the power of 1 is negative 2. So negative 2 times 28 is equal to negative 56. So therefore, negative 56 siya kapag negative 2 yung ginamit. At si 224 naman, magiging negative siya. Kasi dito sa ating fourth term, raised to the power of 3 or 2 cube. So, paano yun siya? Kapag negative ito, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2 is magiging negative 8. So, negative 8 times 28 magiging negative 224. So, kaya negative 224 at negative 56 kapag negative 2 ang common ratio na gagamitin natin. Example number 2 tayo. So, determine the two geometric means between negative 12 and negative 324. So, ngayon, dalawang geometric means lang yung hahanapin natin. So, first, isusulat natin ang ating given. So, ang given natin, ang ating first term is negative 12 at ang ating 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth term is negative 324. Dahil wala siyang second term, so hahanapin natin ang ating common ratio gamit ang ating general formula na n term is equal to first term multiplied by the common ratio raised to the number of terms minus 1. Okay, so hahanapin na natin ang ating common ratio. So n term, ilang number of terms meron tayo? 4. So, fourth term is equal to first term negative 12 multiplied by r kasi hinahanapan natin si common ratio raised to the number of terms. Ilang number of terms? 4 minus 1. Okay, so ano ang fourth term natin? Negative 324 is equal to negative 12 multiplied by the common ratio. 4 minus 1 is 3. So negative 324 is equal to negative 12. R raised to the power of 3 is r cubed. And then, so dahil meron tayong negative 12 dito, i-divide natin both sides ng negative 12 para si r cube na lang yung maiwan. So both sides divide negative 12. Okay, so cancel. So r cube is equal to negative 324 divided by negative 12 is equal to 27. Okay, so ngayon, para makuha natin ang ating common ratio, kukunin natin ang cube root. Okay, so cube root ng both sides. Para makancel natin dito, para si r na lang yung maiwan. So cube root ng 27 is 3. Okay, so ito na yung common ratio natin. Bakit 3? Kasi 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So that's why ang cube root ni 27 is 3. Ngayon, dahil may common ratio na tayo, so kukunin na natin si second term. Okay, so si second term, gamit pa rin natin general rule. So n term, second term yung hinahanap natin, is equal to first term, negative 12 multiplied by the common ratio na 3. And then raised to the number of terms, so 2 minus 1. Second term is equal to negative 12, 3, 2 minus 1 is 1. Second term is equal to negative 12. 3 raised to the power of 1 is 3. So, ang second term natin, negative 12 times positive 3 is negative 36. Okay, so ito na yung second term natin. So, pwede na natin siyang isulat dito, negative 36. Si third term naman. So, si third term naman ang hahanapin natin. Gamit pa rin ang ating formula na n term. Of course, third term yung ating hinahanap na term. First term is negative 12 multiplied by the common ratio na positive 3 raised to the number of terms na 3 minus 1. So, third term is equal to negative 12 multiplied by 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So, third term is equal to negative 12. So, 3 squared is 3 times 3. So, 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So, third term natin, negative 12 times 9 is negative 108. Okay, so ito na yung ating third term. So, isulat natin siya dito, negative 108. Therefore, the geometric means between negative 12 and negative 324 are negative 36 and negative 108. So, ang sequence pala natin is negative 12, negative 36, negative 108, and negative 324. Example number 3 tayo. So, determine two geometric means between 64 and 8. Okay, so dalawang geometric means ang ilalagay natin sa gitna ni 64 at ni 8. First, isusulat lang natin ang ating given. So, ang given natin is also first term is 64. At ang ating 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth term is 8. Okay, so ngayon hanapin natin ang ating common ratio. Gamit pa rin ang ating formula na n term is equal to first term multiplied by the common ratio raised to the number of terms minus 1. Okay, so n term, ilang number of terms meron tayo? 4. So fourth term is equal to first term is 64 times r, kasi wala pa tayong common ratio, raised to the number of terms, 4 minus 1. So ang fourth term natin is positive 8 is equal to 64 multiplied by the common ratio, 4 minus 1 is 3. So 8 is equal to 64 r cubed. So, para mawala si 64, si r cube na lang yung maiwan. I-divide natin both sides ng 64. Okay, so divide both sides ng 64. So, cancel. So, si r cube na lang yung naiwan is equal to 8 divided by 64. Pwede nating i-reduce into lowest term sa pamamagitan ng pag-divide sa kanilang dalawa ng 8. So, 8 divided by 8 is 1. And 64 divided by 8 is 8. So, r cube is equal to 1/8. So ngayon, para si common ratio na lang yung maiwan or si r, hahanapin natin ang cube root ni 1/8. Okay, so cube root. So cancel. So si r na lang yung naiwan or si common ratio. Now, ang cube root ni 1 is always 1. At ang cube root ni 8 is 2. Okay, so kasi 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So therefore, ang ratio natin or common ratio natin is 1/8. Okay, so ito na yung common ratio natin. So pwede na nating hanapin ang ating second term at ang ating third term. Ngayon, isolve na natin ang ating second term. So second term, gamit pa rin ang ating general rule. So n term, second term yung hinahanap natin is equal to first term natin is 64. Multiplied by the common ratio na 1/2 raised to the number of terms na 2 minus 1. Okay, so second term is equal to 64 times 1/2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Second term is equal to 64. 1/2 raised to 1 is 1/2. Okay, so second term is equal to 64 times 1/2. So 64 times 1 is 64 and then over 2. So second term is equal to 64 divided by 2 is equal to 32. So ang second term pala natin is 32. Okay, so pwede na natin siyang isulat dito. Ngayon, si third term naman. So, third term naman yung isolve natin gamit ang ating formula na n term is equal to first term. So, ang n term, ang term na hinahanap is third term is equal to first term is 64 multiplied by the common ratio na 1/2 raised to the number of terms 3 minus 1 kasi third term yung hinahanap. So, third term is equal to 64 1/2 3 minus 1 is 2. So, third term is equal to 64. 1 squared is equal to 1 times 1. So, 1 over 2 squared is equal to 2 times 2 is 4. So, third term, 64 times 1 is 64 over 4. So, ang third term natin, 64 divided by 4 is 16. Okay? So, ito na yung ating third term, 16. So, isulat natin siya dito. Therefore, the two geometric means between 64 and 8 is 32 and 16. So, ang ating geometric sequence is 64, 32, 16, and 8. Okay, so that's all for today's video, guys. Ang susunod nating lesson is nasa Module 4 pa rin tayo. That is about geometric series. Hanggang dito na muna tayo para hindi masyadong mahaba yung ating video. So, see you on our next tutorial. Bye!